So let's talk about Encuentro. I joined the national planning team, called the NAVE, in the fall, and I attended my first meeting in February of 2016. It was exciting, challenging, and a little like joining conversation already in progress. So what I've learned about Encuentro so far is that the process is really very appealing. There's an ebb and a flow. We come together and then we go out. We come together and we go out. So my role on the team is to learn and understand the process and to interpret Encuentro for my community, in this case, higher education and campus ministry. Engaging young people is an emphasis for Encuentro, especially second and third generation immigrants. Just thinking about Encuentro takes me back to campus. As a campus minister, I was constantly surveying the environment, noticing people. I would meet new students with interest and skills who were ready to lead, and I invited them to do so. I identified ways for them to be involved. Other students had potential, but were not quite ready to lead. Those I accompanied. Over time, I helped them get ready for leadership. The process itself is dynamic, instructive, and formative, not unlike Encuentro. A basic principle of campus ministry is to meet people where they are and accompany them in their journey. What work do they feel called to? What relationships feed them? How will they contribute to the common good? Encuentro is a process. It's not a program. It's a process of missionary activity, consultation and listening, leadership development, and pastoral discernment to build up and strengthen the church. It begins at the grassroots, parish life. And in this process, we seek to engage and encounter, to invite and accompany. This process forms and equips the Hispanic church for service to the whole church. We begin in the parish, which feeds the diocesan framework, then to the regional and eventually national level. So as higher ed, I need to consider how to engage the Encuentro process on college campuses and campus ministry, how to connect those campuses with the diocese. What would it be like if campus ministry across the country hosted an Encuentro process on their campus? They would feed into the diocesan framework. I imagine the multicultural dimension of our campuses will have a positive impact on the process. I invite you to present Encuentro to your ministry colleagues, to engage those in your ministry with Encuentro. How can you participate in this exciting and dynamic process? The first step is to reach out to your diocesan contact for Encuentro. As part of the national planning team, I look for opportunities to build bridges, to share information, and to make introductions, connecting people. In reflecting on my first NAVE team meeting, there were 3 takeaways. 1, hospitality is really important. I knew some people at the meeting, but it was a collective effort to help me feel truly welcome. As we work toward the 5th Encuentro, I need to offer hospitality and to genuinely welcome those I encounter. 2, I need to be cautious about my assumptions. What I do and do not know. Sometimes things are not always what they seem, and perhaps even more importantly, I need to be careful about what I think others do or do not know. I try to assume the best intention. It's important to be aware of the assumptions I bring and to check them out. I want to be open to how the Spirit is working in our midst. Finally, being with the members of the national team, I was reminded of the rich diversity of our church. Friends from Mexico, El Salvador, and the Dominican Republic, as well as meeting people from places I've yet to go, like Cuba or Spain and Peru. It was a chance to practice my Spanish. In fact, it makes me want to practicar mi español mucho. And how about you? ¿Hablas español? Well, whether you speak Spanish or not, you can participate in the rich process of Encuentro. So are you ready to get involved? Do you want to know more? Well, check out the website for resources, regional and diocesan contacts, and more information.